Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You guys already know who this is. This is your girl, Queen B, and Queen B is back in the mother effing house. Yo. Hey, guys, look, I'm about to get myself in trouble, right? I already know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I don't care, right? But I have to really come back and talk about this thing with Kazim and Kriss and Keon and my beautiful girl Kia. I have to come back and put some 2 cent, 3 cent, 10 cent and dollar in this, because this is what you call a episode. Hey Kriss, you wanted a mini series, boo? I think you got a mini series. You done opened up a can of worm, and Kriss, you have nobody to blame but yourself. In all honesty, you have nobody to blame but yourself, because a serious matter as your husband getting locked up for whatever reason, that did not belong on social media, especially in our diaspora. You know how our diaspora is. You know how evil and wicked. You know how people is already, Kriss, because you are a part of it, right? And what make you think it would have been okay to broadcast and have it on live for the world to see, and even walk by the station, talk to you did everything on live. Like, what part of that did you need to be transparent about? Kriss, you were not doing a charity. You were not going there to do a charitable act by bailing a stranger out, or you decide to say, hey, let me just have compassion on this person. No, you were there to bail out your husband. And you had to take a camera and you went live, all in the name of money and views and likes. Well, how do you like it now, Kriss? Because look all what come out of it now. One piece of Bangarong that's Hey, Kriss, you wanted a series? You wanted an episode? When guess what, boo? You got it. You got it and then some, right? Because I feel that everything that's going on right now with Keon and everything that Keon is saying and Kia is things they wanted to get out of them belly long time, Kriss. A long time they want to tell you about your mother's cunt. Long time, Kriss. They want to tell you about your mother's cunt. And you see, you went and you juke the beer, you know, cause after all of this, you still went and threw up shades on your post, you make video, and you go on with yourself, right? And you keep poking the beer. But you know what, Kriss? They have no respect for you whatsoever. And everything that's going on right now and everything that they coming out about you, allegedly, because we don't know if it's true or not. But hey, if they know you for years and years and years and years, whether it's true or not, people are going to believe it. At least most people is going to believe it, all right? Because who know you better than your closest friends, right? Them not going to lie, right? So I'm going to say allegedly, because I'm not there. I don't know what the truth is, but I'm telling you, Kriss, it don't sound good. It don't look good on your part, and it don't sound good. Right now, Kriss, when I watch you on live, all I'm seeing is a homeless person sleeping on a bag of flour. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, and I'm sure maybe other people you know, maybe that's the thoughts in their head when they watch you. You know, I know that this thing come out to the fact that it's not even you decorating your own cake, is other people in the background that's decorating your cakes, right? And you're not the one with the talent. So now not only am I looking at a homeless person, or what comes in my mind is a homeless person along with a person that has no talent, you're starting to look really weak in front of the camera. And if people ought to be honest about it, they probably have that same vision of you in their head, right? All of this, Kriss, you cause it on yourself. You had no business to bring your private business, especially dealing with your husband. How embarrassing is that, Kriss? Like, seriously, how would you like to be the one to have gotten locked up and Kazim went live for the whole world to see that you got locked up? How would you have liked that, Kriss? I don't think you would have really cared much about that. But you never thought about Kazim. You never thought about his feeling. You never thought about his pride. Some people do have pride. Some people have pride, Kriss. They don't want the world to see them in that condition. And you expose your husband publicly for the world to see for no goddamn reason. And you have yourself to blame for that. And I warned you in my first video, I said, Kriss, if you don't let it go and move on, don't respond, don't answer, you may end up losing a whole lot more than you bargained for, including your husband. And I know you putting up, status and pictures of you guys together looking all happy. But Kriss, we all know that social media can allow you to have an illusion. So people is not going to all buy the whole story to say you guys are happy and loving and I'm not gonna leave with one another and we're gonna ride this one out. Yeah, it sounds good, and I pray that's what's really going on with you guys. I pray that you guys can get past all of this, right? But just know that Keon and Kia may not let you get over it, because they have finally got the chance and the opportunity to tell you about your kakaras, right? And they are it look like they enjoy doing it. And what was so shocking to me is, as I was watching Kia live last night, where Keon was a guest on her live, right? And for the relationship that I heard that Keon and Kazim have, like almost like a brother, right? Almost pretty much grew up together, and they're very, very tight friends and love each other and have each other back. So therefore, Keon's mother is like a mother to Kazim, right? And when you hear Keon's mother come on that live last night and was disrespecting you and saying the things that she was saying, right, about you, Kriss, it just shows me the depth of how much for the longest time they all really had disliked you. And they only put up with you and they only tolerate you for the sake of Kazim. And now that all of this is busting out wide open, all these secrets, alleged secrets are coming out, and they figure it's all out the bag, we don't care anymore, it's like they emptying their belly upon you. They might empty their belly, and in the meantime emptying your belly. Kriss, it don't look good. It don't look good. And I don't see anybody coming to your defense. I don't see nobody coming to your defense, Kriss. Every time when you on social media and you're going with the most, and you're going with yourself, I'm having my purse, I'm this, I'm that, all of that is appearing to be watering down right in front of social media eyes. And it's embarrassing. Me no know if you know shame, but me shame for you. Right in front of social media, you're being unraveled, right? And of course, you have people that's gonna laugh, they're gonna celebrate, this is like a moment for them, you understand me? This is like an eye-opener for them, this is like a release for them and a relief for them. Because for so many years, you have them thinking they were the worst. You had them thinking they had no talent. You had them thinking that, them business not go nowhere, right? Because you are the only one that had all the talent. Everybody was praising you and giving you your roses, and you're basking it, knowing damn well, allegedly, that you were not the one designing all those beautiful cakes. Not that you can't do it. I'm sure you can do it, right? But if you can pay someone else to do it, fine. But give them their kudos. Give them their credit. It's like when you post somebody's video, it's good to give them credit. I'm guilty of not always remembering to do that. But it is good if you could give the person their credit for it. You never did that. You make it seem and allow people to think that you were the mastermind behind all these beautiful decoration and beautiful design that you had in your shop. And Kriss, you were not, allegedly, right? It don't look good, it don't sound good. And I'm telling you, Kriss, Humble yourself. And no need for you to come out here and try to throw up shades and, making a video and beat up your chest or whatever, which it don't appear that you're going to be doing that, because I think this is a humbling moment for you, right? And as far as you and Kazim is concerned, Kazim, I'm going to say this to you directly. I know Keon is your friend, and you've been friends for many, many, many years, and I get it. And you guys always having each other back, and the love that you share and the respect that you guys once shared for each other. I think in a moment like this, that's also being affected. And whether you want to agree with me or not, it's being affected. You have to take a second look at your relationship at this point, because you obviously gonna have a choice. You're gonna have to choose. At this point, you may have to choose between your husband and your best friend. Who you're gonna choose. And I'm telling you, Kazim, when this whole thing busts out and secrets started to roll out, you should have taken your life at that moment and did some damage control and stand up for your husband and have his back, and also demand some form of respect for him from your friend, from your best friend. You should have demand some respect from him. But at the same time, and I hear Keon say this, and I hear Kia say this, and I 100% agree. You not only was supposed to reach out to your friend to ask for some form of respect for your husband, you should have also demand respect from your husband for your best friend, who been there for you through thick and thin. And I understand that you're a laid-back person, Kazim. I understand you don't really get into, pasa and drama. But this was something serious. It was something important. It was something that could affect your whole marriage and your whole lifestyle. And I thought that would have been important enough for you to have stepped up, got out of your laid-back zone, get out of your own character if you have to put an end to it, and you waited too long. This has been dragging on for weeks now, and you just not coming out to say something. And that's the reason why many people will think that it's Kriss that forced you to finally come out and say something. And if he has to be the one to force you, allegedly, then it's not genuine. It's not genuine, and that shows me that you yourself is probably at your wit's end with your own husband, and you don't know how to end it, and you don't know how to tell him that you want to end it, and you're using, in a way, you're using Kia and Keon to send those messages to your husband. And if that's the case, Kazim, that's the wrong way to go about it. The wrong way to go about it. That's not the adult way to go about it. If you feel that the relationship is over, there's no way you guys can work it out. If you feel that, I can't go no further in this marriage, then you need to have an adult conversation with your husband. Y'all need to discuss ways that maybe you could bring back the love in the relationship. You need to discuss ways that maybe you could go to counseling. You could do whatever you can to try to save it. And then if all else fail and you still want to leave, then y'all can leave on a more peaceful and a more mature and a more adult level. I will pray for you guys, hoping things work out for both of you. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm telling you, it don't look good and it don't sound good. All right. Anyway, guys, that's my 1 cent, 2 cent, 10 cent dollar. Queen Bee come, Queen Bee talk, and Queen Bee is